Hello and welcome to this week's video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kimi. I'm a foreigner expat immigrant living in South Korea and I like to talk about it on the internet. That came back way too easy. I haven't chatted to you guys in a while. You can blame that on the winter. If I learned anything last weekend, because last weekend, or maybe 2 weekends ago in Seoul, it was so warm. It was like a gorgeous 18. And I was a completely new human being. I was an entirely different Kimi, and I was so happy. Really remembered who I am as a person, and I was like, damn, winter really really got the winter blues there. I don't have a plan of content that I wanted to talk about, but when I uploaded a video at the end of last year, I believe, it was probably like September, if I'm being honest, probably like 6 months ago, but I uploaded a video just like talking about where my life was at, and everyone sort of commented that you guys don't mind these videos where I more or less ramble and give updates about my life. So even though I didn't have a plan for today's video, I thought it might be nice to just do exactly that and ramble. I'm feeling inspired again to make long format content, and I get a lot of FAQs, and I've noticed that some of my older videos about specifically finding either teaching jobs or more office related jobs in Korea have been weirdly like trending again, and I'm getting lots of questions. So if you're one of those people that recently discovered me from those videos, I would like to extend the opportunity, or if you have been here for a while, extend the opportunity to ask me some questions. So please leave comments below. I also posted on my Instagram asking for questions the day that I'm filming this. So yeah, I think I will probably do an AMA soon, and I don't know, just enjoy filming my life again. This is a good time to do a little updatey video about my life because I feel like I'm going into a period of change. I'm expecting some change to come my way. The biggest change that's happened to me, a large portion of my foreign friends have decided to move home, which I'm still sort of processing because I knew they were leaving maybe around Christmas time. A few of them are still on the fence, but I knew a few of them were going, and most of them are teachers, so basically the school year ends in February and begins again in March. So a lot of them left at the beginning of March, and it's been about 2 or 3 weeks without them, and it's really hitting me now that they're not here. I'm not gonna cry. That's what I used to do. I used to cry on YouTube. I'm not gonna cry anymore. She says as she begins to cry. But yeah, it's been hard, and of course it's not all of my friends, because for one, not all of my foreign friends chose to leave, and for two, not all of my friends are foreign. This is where a lot of my friends are born and raised, so I don't expect them to be moving anytime soon, although some of my Korean friends are also moving this year. Yeah, it feels like I'm really entering this like period of change in terms of my journey in Korea, because I've hit a pretty significant landmark of about 3 years. I don't know, I really don't know what's next for me, and I guess this is kind of like, what is it called when they go into, you know, on reality TV shows, confessional. I feel like I'm doing confessional on the reality TV show of my life right now, but I feel like I just really need to put this out to the universe, and maybe one of you will have a really cool, incredible, maybe not answer, but thought that will point me in a fun, new direction, or have me look at my life in a different way. I don't know, I'm just putting this out here into the universe, and I am happy to accept anything that comes back, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just admitted that to 4,000 people, but it's okay. We'll keep it among ourselves, right? Strangely enough, this is kind of exactly how I felt before I moved to Korea, and I don't think I've ever really talked about this, but I was living in Toronto. I was 25. I had a good job. I had a really good group of friends. I had an apartment that I loved in such a fun neighborhood, and it just felt like my life was heading in a very specific direction. Like, I feel, had I lived in Toronto for another year or two, I probably would have like settled down with someone. So then at this point, in this alternate universe where Camille stayed in Toronto, she was, you know, probably moving in with my partner and like maybe getting a dog or something. And I hated that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that for me, at that age, when I projected what does my future look like, and I realized that I was building in one singular direction. I really didn't like that because there is so much more to explore, so much that I hadn't seen, so much that I hadn't experienced. And so that was like a big motivator for me to move to Korea, to experience something new, to you know, discover other sides of myself, because if you're not constantly being challenged, then you're not evolving. So I was just like terrified that life was so comfortable. Now again, I think I've like come to that place. I used to make jokes that I'll never live anywhere for more than 5 years, and I'm starting to realize that maybe that is like really true, because I've been here for 3 years and I have, you know, a good job. I have a nice apartment. I still have great friends, even though a lot of them left. That aside, like, I have gotten really comfortable here, and I don't like that feeling. When I was back home in Toronto at 25, it was very clear to me that based on my interests and based on the opportunities available to me, that South Korea was a really good choice for me and was a really good next step. But I feel now that I'll be 30 next year, I think I have to be a little bit more specific about my choices, and I can't be as fun and free-willed as maybe I was at 25, and that just might be me holding myself to just this social construct that I've created about what success is. But I do think I have to be like more responsible with whatever choice I'm gonna make at 30, or whatever choice leads me to my next step. And I'm not saying that my next step is not in Korea. It very well might be. All I know is that what I'm doing now is not what I want to continue to do, because I think it's going in one very clear direction, and I don't want to go in that direction anymore. I want to go on another journey of discovery. But yeah, as I mentioned, I don't know what that is. I don't know what I want to go find, and there are so many options that I've talked about with my friends and with my parents and, you know, my mentors and people I trust about different things that I could do to start a new chapter in my book. But I am really struggling to pick one. And a lot of this came on from self-reflection after learning that a large portion of my friend group was leaving. Basically, if you think I have it all together, I really don't. But I'm not scared that I don't. If anything, I'm excited that I don't. I'm excited that I've come to this time in my life again where I'm ready to try something new, whether it be a new country, whether it be a new job, whether it be a new city, because I'm not gonna lie, it is very, very isolating to live in Incheon when your entire friend group is in Seoul. I will never lie about that. This has been very, very difficult year for that reason. But I just know that I'm ready for something new, and I'm excited for something new, and I know that there's so much opportunity and so many cool things that I can do or even build for myself. I just have so many ideas though, and this time around it's not as clear what direction I want to go, and I don't know. That's what I'm struggling with. There are so many options, but I don't know which pathway to take. And you kind of hope that at 29, you would be able to look at, my bangs are probably messed up, I don't even care. You hope that at 29, you would know enough about yourself and you would know enough about the world that you would be able to say to yourself, this is the right path, or this is the best opportunity for me. But here I am, with so many incredible things that I could do, unique things that I could do, places I could go, people I could meet, projects I could work on, and I just can't pick a lane. Does that say something bad about me? I'm indecisive? I don't know. Usually I'm not known for being indecisive, but here I am being mucho indecisive. Yeah. I did not think I was gonna take the conversation here when I turned on the camera. Alas, here we are. So, I don't know if this is weird to say, but like, welcome to this chapter in my life. I think it's gonna be a really cool, fun, exciting chapter. I just have to write the first page. This is gonna be a weird one to edit. Anyways, I think that's everything that I have for you guys this week. Thanks for the therapy session. I love that it was free, because therapists are really expensive, especially in South Korea when you need an English speaker. So this is great. Also, as I mentioned, I think I'm gonna film an updated Q&A because I've been noticing a lot more questions about my job and such. So if you have any questions about how I got my job, what my job is, how I ended up in Korea, what I do here, if you don't know, any of those questions, just let me know and I will answer them for you in a future video. But yeah, until then, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. Weirdly, I don't know if this was like positive or negative or just qualifies as like a neutral sentiment, but I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you another time. I'm still not confident in saying next week, but I am confident in saying another time because she will be back. Stupid. Okay, bye.